On tonight's Clubhouse Live, Aaron Jones welcomes Kingsley Keke to the big show. We'll get their thoughts on the Packers' gritty victory over the Vikings. Plus, Aaron rushed for 100 yards. You know what that means. And you know we always have a fun Clubhouse Live challenge on tap. It's time to get started, so let's open the doors.
All right, everybody. Good job. Great energy. Welcome back to the Clubhouse Sports Pub and Grill here inside the Red Lion Hotel, Paper Valley, downtown Appleton, Wisconsin. Look at everybody here tonight. How y'all doing? Feels like Lambeau Field. I'm Brett Christopherson with USA Today Network Wisconsin, but before we get going, we have to say a big thank you to three lovely little ladies over there. We have Hannah, Emma, and Amelia. They're our door openers tonight. Look at those little Packer fans. Little cuties over there. Thank you, ladies. We appreciate it. And we're going to turn around and bust the camera now as we introduce the worst part of the show by far. It is Chicago Bears fan Ricardo Arguello, everybody. Ricardo's not even ready to go.
No, I'm ready to go. The sound wasn't. But yes, how are you, Brett?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm doing well.
You know, obviously I said that I'm ordered by the powers that be.
Yes, in the contract.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
One of the powers that be came up to my desk this last week and said, I don't know what you're talking about.
Whoa.
This isn't
Yes.
forced upon us on Clubhouse Live. So I think this is your creation,
Yes.
this Bears Minute, right?
Yes.
What
So
do you
get
think,
it
Mean
going.
Gene? Do we keep doing the Bears Minute here on Clubhouse Live? Bears still suck.
That's not really an answer, Mean Gene. But
Hurry
thank
up,
you.
Ricardo. We're going to give you 60 seconds to talk about your 1-1 Chicago Bears. You're
Yes.
on the clock now. Go. Hurry up.
The big win streak started yesterday, Brett. Started yesterday. Not going to start next week.
Whoa.
What the?
Whoa. That sounds like a siren or an air raid or something. Everybody take shelter. Ricardo's talking.
No.
That's it. You're done. We're done. We're done. We're done. We're done.
10
Hey,
seconds that time.
we've got other
seconds.
more important things to talk about, like how about Packers 21, Vikings 16, everybody? Packers scored touchdowns on their three first offensive series to jump out to a 21-0 lead and then held on as they improved to, how about this, 2-0 on the young season, right? Mean Gene wants more. How about Aaron Rodgers, 209 yards and 2 touchdowns, a 101.2 passer rating. He looked good. How about Aaron Jones yesterday? 116 yards and a touchdown. Career high 23 carries while averaging, not surprisingly, 5 yards per carry, right? How about Devontae Adams, 7 catches for 106 yards. How about the Packers defense producing 4 turnovers? Big pick by Kevin King in the end zone. Boy, Kirk Cousins, what are you doing? How about J.K. Scott again with the big leg? I think that last punt took 8 seconds off the clock. Green Bay 2-0 overall, and just as importantly, 2-0 in the NFC North. In first place, everybody, in the division, right? We'll see if the beat goes on against the Broncos coming up in Week 3. So look who's happy again. That's Happy Vince. He loves it. He loves beating the Bears. He loves beating the Vikings. He loves making Ricardo's just miserable, right, Ricardo?
I'm happy.
And you know why Vince is happy? Because the man of the hour, he's right there. It's our co-host, Green Bay Packers running back, Aaron Jones. He's back. Not yet. No, not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Somebody seems very, very eager to get on stage, and I wonder why.
Yeah, that was a big game for him.
And check out who's hanging out with Aaron tonight. It's Packers rookie defensive lineman Kingsley Keke. We get to meet another rookie. First, a big thank you to our presenting sponsors, Superior Discount Liquors, a full-service liquor store with the area's largest selection of liquor, wine, and beer. They also take special orders on hard-to-find items. With locations in Green Bay, Manitowoc, and Sheboygan, stop in today. Clubhouse Live is also brought to you by Potawatomi Hotel and Casino. Ricardo, I don't know what you're giggling about over there.
Because I just saw the replay here of Aaron coming up on the stage.
Oh, yeah, well, he's going to take you out,
Yes.
okay? So just be
Yes.
quiet. Well,
Okay.
make yourself useful.
I will.
Tell everybody how the show works again.
It's interactive, so we invite your comments and questions through our live chat, which will be found online next to our video viewer. Jen Zettel, she's here. Yay. She's monitoring that chat. We'll relay your comments and questions to us.
Hashtag is Clubhouse. Use it. And give us a like on Facebook, facebook.com/Clubhouse Live. Also, I'm at PC Brettsy. She's at Jen Vanden Hooten. At Showtime_33 for Aaron Jones. And Kingsley is at Buckets All Day.
At PC
Buckets
Ricardo.
All
At PC Ricardo.
_ day for his Twitter handle. We don't care about your Twitter handle. So I thought, why not keep the Vikings welcome Ed on the stage, right, Mean Gene? Let's kick them while they're down. And by the way, there's a Vikings fan back there. If you want to get a camera on him, that's what a loser looks like, right there. Right there. That's what a loser looks like. All right, let's get our co-host onto the stage. Our co-host, he's in his third NFL season, all with the Green Bay Packers. Did you know he was a Packer before he was a Packer? We'll talk about that. He's Showtime. He's Flash. He scores touchdowns, doesn't he, against the Vikings? And he's our 2019 co-host. Get on your feet as we welcome to the stage Green Bay Packers running back, number 33, Aaron Showtime Jones. Have a seat, please. Have a seat. Welcome.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I was hoping you would forget about the 100-yard hug deal, but nobody else seems to remember.
That's why I was so anxious to get up here. I couldn't wait to hug you.
I know you couldn't, and I was not anxious for you to get on stage. When you were starting to make a dash onto the stage, I was starting to sweat. It's not a joke. I have an anxiety about it. So is that the protocol every time you do that? Is that going to be the hug? Is it easy as that? All right, I think maybe I can manage that. So,
maybe.
But I would more prefer you run 99 yards and a touchdown than anything over 99. He's
what
saying
about
no,
99
right?
and 2 touchdowns?
What's that?
99 and 2 touchdowns?
That's still no hug. That's still no hug, but we'll take it.
No, 99 and a 1-yard touch. So 2 touchdowns, Brett, is what he means.
99 yards, but 2 touchdowns still isn't a hug.
No, but I mean a 99-yard touchdown run and then a 1-yard touchdown run. Right, Aaron?
Equals 100.
That equals 100.
No, we don't want that.
Yeah, all right.
So,
I
Hey.
want that.
I tell you what, before we get going, I guess Showtime is the nickname, right? I mean, it's its own nickname.
Showtime
so
works.
Aaron Showtime Jones. He was
Showtime.
Showtime yesterday.
Thank you. I like that one.
Before we get started, though, it looks like there's a very important man sitting at that table wearing a red hat and a black T-shirt, both with your logos on them. I'm wondering, we'll get a camera over there, if you can introduce this very important man in your life, Aaron Jones.
This man right here, this is my father. He's always been there for me through good times, bad times, anything, and he showed me what a true man's supposed to be, and I can't thank him enough for that.
His name is Alvin.
Alvin Jones.
Alvin
Senior.
Jones, Sr. And I think you should keep your claps coming, but because as we mentioned, his parents, mom and dad, retired sergeant majors
Command Sergeant Major, and my
In
mom
the-
was
All
Sergeant
right.
Major.
in the U.S. Army, huh? How about that? So thank you for your service. We appreciate it. Because without men like him, we can't have fun having hugs, right?
Definitely.
Yeah. And playing football and doing all this stuff. So
See, he admitted hugs are fun.
no, I wasn't.
You got him.
Yeah, hugs
You
aren't-
got him.
Hugs aren't fun unless they're for my wife.
But
all
I
right,
bought
so.
these for you. You and
Oh,
Ricardo.
did I got some
cool.
gifts?
I brought some gifts this time.
Why does it say double XL? What's that insinuating?
Oh, it says
No.
double
Oh, extra
XL?
large. I was
Oh,
reading.
I was
wrong.
about to
Are these? Look at this. Hey, Dan.
Look at
get a
that.
camera. Look at that. I'm gonna. Yeah, I think I'll wear this next week. Now you did not give one to Ricardo, I hope. I think
Packers
Jen
colors.
should get one, maybe.
I can't wear Packer colors, but thank you.
Or
Then, yeah.
Jen's soon-to-be replacement, kind of tag team. Sammy West is over there. Maybe she would like it.
Okay.
Ricardo's not going to get one of those. No, absolutely not. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. We would have bought some shirts, but we always like free stuff, Ricardo, don't we?
I know you do.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's how I live. Free is me. So
That's what I say. If it's free, it's me.
free is me. And I tell you what, boy, what a game this guy had yesterday, right? I don't know, Rosie, if you got the big run on the picture with the actual 100. There it is, the run that you gained 100 yards.
Wow.
And I gulped at that run. I thought, oh my gosh, he got 100 yards. There it is, right there, the 100-yard run leading to the 100-yard hug. But maybe we should call you instead of Showtime, maybe Mr. Cutback, huh? How about that big 13-yard run, big first down at the end of the game, right?
Yes, sir.
Talk about that. That's a big play. Everybody's veering right, and you just looking at that opening, and bam, you cut it to the left.
Yes, sir.
Zigzagging down the field.
All game we have been running outside zone, so we kind of knew how they were going to start flowing towards the end of the game. They were going to be ready for that. And
Yes.
I just see my nothing but my O-lineman's back and no color, and just put my foot in the ground and took it. And I didn't see that second safety. That's why that picture looked like that.
What when you see it, when you have the ball, what are you looking for? Are you looking for that big lane, everybody kind of veering, and then bam, plant your foot and go, or what do you take us through a run like that?
So it was an outside zone. So what I'm doing is I'm read my aim point, which is usually the outside leg of the tight end or tackle. You press it till you can't anymore. Once you start seeing color where you can't get outside, that's when you know it's time to put your foot in the ground. And sometimes you see it before that even happens, and sometimes it's very last minute when you see it.
So that was a key moment of the game because you needed first downs. But when you saw that big cutback lane, your eyes had to be, this is an easy
really
first
big.
down for me, right?
Yes, sir. They got really big, and to start the drive, Aaron and Bach, they both came in the huddle and was like 2 first downs, the game's over. So that was one of them.
That was one of them, and they got the other one and iced it, put it away, made that Viking fan cry all night long. Well, I tell you what. Hey, I was going to mention you were a Packer before a Packer, right? I remember you were on our show a couple years ago with Ty Montgomery, and your youth team in Tennessee, I believe it was.
Yes, sir.
He would play for the Packers back then.
My first tackle football team was the Packers.
Yeah, so it was
comes full circle.
meant to be, wasn't it?
It
We'll
was
talk
meant to
about
be.
Kingsley has a little Packer connection too from his college days. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. But hey, you told me when you got on the stage last week, you kind of, I don't want to say whispered in my ear because that would sound not real masculine, right? So that's not quite what he said. But he said next week. So he kind of guaranteed a 100-yard game. Do you guys remember my prediction from the game? I said Packers were going to win 21-17. Aaron Rodgers was going to throw 2 touchdowns, and Aaron Jones was going to rush for another score, huh? How about that? Nostra Christofferson right here. It's the power of the visor.
You would have been on point. Tony Brown had that block PAT. Oh, yeah, PAT. So
Yeah,
that would have been 17.
That was no surprise because the Vikings haven't had a kicker in forever. So they're kind of like the Bears, although the Bears got a gift yesterday, as we were talking about in the pre-show. Hey, how fun was yesterday, Aaron Jones? The crowd energy, right? It's kind of like today. It jazzed up. I was there at the game checking it out, and it had to be a good time.
Lambeau was amazing yesterday. Just want to thank all the fans for coming out, and we hope y'all bring that energy every home game at Lambeau. We definitely needed y'all make a big difference, more than y'all know. On third downs, they get on the field, they can't communicate. That does a lot. So we ask y'all to continue this and go Pack go.
Keep it rolling. You got a whole bunch of home games coming up. Hey, you know who else was at the game? And actually, Dan Powers right there. He's also our photojournalist. Get Mean Gene on the board on the monitor, Rosie. Mean Gene, there he was pre-show outside of Lambeau, dancing to Guns N' Roses apparently, going nuts. So he was all lathered up, ready to go. Mean Gene doing his thing to get the Lambeau crowd fired up. But my only thing I would say, and you were part of this, is that the Packers now play like video clips of the guys imploring the crowd to kind of get on their feet. You were one of those, and some other guys where it's like, you know what? I remember back like 20 years ago, Mean Gene, you didn't need that stuff. Lambeau was instant energy. Is that just today now? Is that just you need some? They told the fan, okay, Mean Gene getting ornery now. He's going to take over the show. I was just saying, come on, Lambeau fans. It's a cool feature. It's good to see the guys doing their thing, but get on your feet on your own, right? On defense, you know what to do. Make it loud like you did yesterday.
Hey, they didn't do the wave,
good
though.
To go. They did
That's
not
good.
do the wave.
Thank goodness.
Yes, that's so 1980s. So regaining Lambeau Field, right? You're 1-0. You haven't gone 8-0 at Lambeau. I've got it right here since the 2014 season. So has that been an emphasis with Matt LaFleur? Did he come in and say, we need to regain that mystique and make this a true home field advantage? Was that something he talked about from day one?
Definitely. We know home, you can't lose at home. You got to protect your house. Anytime you have other men trying to come in your home and make it theirs, you gotta protect it. And we love our fans, and we know that they're gonna come out and support us. So we want to put on a show when we get home in front of our fans.
Yes, they love playing in front of the home fans. You know what else it's important is the division, right?
Oh yeah, it definitely is. We
2-0 already.
We say a division win counts as 2, so it's very important. We came out on the right foot, 2-0 in the division, like you said, and trying to win the division.
Yeah, you were 1-4-1 against the NFC North last season. Already have surpassed that win total. 2-0, right, Mean Gene? Love it. 4 more to go. Now, here we go. 116 yards for Aaron Jones yesterday. A career high 23 carries, 5 yards per carry. How's the body feeling today? You a little sore? You feeling great like you could do it again today?
A little sore, but I could definitely do it again. You know, that adrenaline, once you get going, that adrenaline kicks in. But definitely a little sore today.
A little sore, but a good sore, right?
A great sore.
Yes, a great sore. Also, 4 catches for 34 yards, 27 touches, so 150 total yards for this guy yesterday. Showing off that versatility, a 3-down back.
Yes, sir. Got to be versatile. The more you can do, the more you bring to the team.
Yeah, and then I saw this on NFL.com yesterday. You had 100-plus scrimmage yards for the first time in 10 career games against the NFC North. So how about that? An unknown stat I just brought to you.
Definitely. I learn something new every day.
Yeah, see? You learn stuff on Clubhouse Live, Ricardo. You learn stuff on Clubhouse
You're like
Live.
a professor.
Well, I make accurate predictions, and I've got another one coming up
let's
later
not go
on in
too
the show.
far.
Now, here's a question, though. 23 carries. Can you maintain that pace throughout the rest of the season? Do you feel strong enough? You're in that new diet. You don't eat junk food anymore. You don't eat candy anymore. You only eat weird stuff like weird rice that doesn't taste like anything, and kale and spinach and broccoli and all that boring stuff. Can you maintain this pace, Aaron Jones?
I definitely can. I've trained my body for this, and it's something that I've wanted to become, get the ball that many times and just become a workhorse like that. And so, I mean, I've put in the time and the work, and I definitely feel like I can do it.
Is it better, though, if you have you and Jamal splitting the carries a little bit more evenly? I mean, teams always want to have a 1-2 punch, right? So I guess how do you feel about that? Would you?
I mean, everything has its pros and its cons. Evenly carries, you stay fresher, I guess, a little bit longer. But for me, as the game gets going, towards later in the game, I feel like that's the better I get. So it has its pros and its cons.
I suppose as you're feeling, you're getting hot, right? You're kind of getting that rhythm and getting that going. You want to keep getting the carry. Well, just go up to Matt LaFleur and say, "Give me the ball every single play." Hey, but did you guys check this out? Now, a 2-yard touchdown run in the second quarter made it 21-0 Green Bay. And did you see he gave the 915 signal? Why don't you explain what that's all about?
So I'm from El Paso, Texas, and that's our area code. And I don't know if you guys know what happened in El Paso recently. So that's my city. I love my city, and I always show love and support them. So when I scored, I threw up the 915 and flexed for they're saying is El Paso strong. So that's what that stood for.
There we go. Yes. If he loves the 915, Ricardo, so do we. And it's almost
Absolutely.
like 920.
Nothing wrong with the 920.
920, 915. And I noticed when you flex, it kind of looked like me when I flexed. I was like, man, that looks like me. My arms are your arms aren't quite as big as mine. But by the way, too, Matt LaFleur said today that Aaron Jones was the team's offensive player of the game yesterday. So there we go. You get anything for that?
I didn't. Just some claps.
Just a pat on the back?
Yes, sir.
You get a little raise, right?
That'd be nice.
A little something. Hey, did you guys see this? This has been floating around, too. There's a great clip of Aaron Jones stoning Harrison Smith in pass protection now. I'm sure you've seen it. I know you saw it because you retweeted it. Absolutely stood him up. The great Harrison Smith had no chance, buried him in the turf. Pass protection, that's something I know you take great pride in and something you've worked hard at getting better at, right?
Definitely. I mean, if you want to be on the field, like you say, be a 3-down back, that's something you got to do, be able to protect the quarterback at all times. That's the money man. And so if you can't protect him, then you're not going to be in the game. You're not going to play. So that's something I made my mission to get better at and just grind every day. And I was happy about that play.
Yeah, I would think so. You showed him who was boss on that play for sure. Yeah, you can clap for that. What's the hardest thing? Is it just technique or recognizing where that blitz is coming?
It's more technique because guys can rush you different ways. He can try to run straight down the middle of you, give you a move. So you just have to rely on your technique. Your technique will save you in anything.
You tell Harrison anything after you kind of dropped him to the turf? You say anything to him?
Nah, I didn't. I should have, because a couple plays before that he was talking a lot of trash to me.
Yeah, those Vikings, I tell you. Those Vikings, nothing but dirty, rotten scoundrels over there in Minneapolis. Hey, offense struggled against Chicago, but you guys come out right here, as I say. 3 touchdowns, first 3 offensive possessions against a very good Vikings defense. So what switched from Chicago to Minnesota? How were you able to get off to a fast start? And I'm guessing Coach LaFleur was emphasizing that as well in practice last week.
He definitely emphasized that. And like I said last week, we knew we couldn't come out and start like that again. Last week we came out to a slow start, and he emphasized it. And all week in practice, we came out and practice was crisp, and we came out fast like that in practice, and it just translated to the game, and it put us in a good position. So we know, hey, you got 2 weeks. 1 week you start bad, 1 week you start fast. So you see what it looks like when you start fast. You see what it looks like when you start slow. So now we know what it's always supposed to look like.
Yes, and that was a great start, 21-0. Conversely, though, your last 11 possessions stalled a little bit, except for that last drive where you're trying to run out the clock, get a couple first downs. So what switched there? Like, what were the problems? What were the issues as you looked at film today?
Just execution. Could be from one player. Those first 3 series, you see all 11 on the same page executing. And throughout the next couple series, it might be one player here, one player there, and it'll affect the play. And that's why you always have to be all 11 on the same page.
A couple more questions, and I'm going to kick over to Ricardo for an audience question. But offense, while it's still a work in progress, right? Do you feel like you took a pretty substantial jump from game 1 to game 2?
I definitely think we did. We showed a lot of improvement, showed that we can move the ball and how the run game works with the play action and how it all marries together.
Not only that, but the balance. 34 pass attempts, 33 rushes. That's what Matt LaFleur has been preaching, and you can't get much more balance than that.
No, I don't think it gets any more balance than that, like you said. And that just keeps defenses on their toes. They don't know if we're going to run the ball. They don't know if we're going to pass it. So they can't just put everybody on the line of scrimmage and tee off and blitz everybody. So it's going to help us in the long run.
Last but not least, I don't know if anybody saw this too, but this guy got a call from Deion Sanders after the game yesterday. Did you guys see that? Primetime called him.
Primetime calling showtime.
You ball, you get the call, I think is what he says. So what was that like? You were almost like starstruck. I was watching the replay. You were like kind of tripping on your words, and you were kind of stuttering a little bit, and you didn't know what to say. But that's pretty cool, isn't it?
No, it is pretty cool. Anytime you have a legend like that, and I watch the segment all the time, and I got up there. I was like, man, I've been waiting to get on here for 2 years. So it was an honor, and just knowing that the hard work didn't go unnoticed.
Is it more thrilling to be interviewed by him or me?
Yeah.
By you.
Yes, by me, of course. His co-host. By the way, he's also going to be on the Jim Rome show tomorrow, too.
Whoa.
So he's making the media rounds. So
Yes,
listen
sir.
in on that. All right, Ricardo, you have a
Yes.
familiar face over
I
here
do.
as we go to our first audience question.
This is the only Mean Gene.
It's Mean Gene.
Yes. He has a question for Aaron. Mean Gene, go ahead.
Yeah, Aaron, I don't know, you were so busy looking for holes that I doubt that you maybe know that on the football above the G was written a 4 and below the G was 35 or 35. Do you know why that was on there? It was like a chalk mark written in white.
No, sir, I do not.
Okay.
Hey, the mystery continues. Maybe one of the fans here might know Ricardo and help Mean Gene
Yeah,
out,
we have
so.
Another fan who may know why that was the
don't know
case, the
either.
4 and the 35.
Aaron actually thought Mean Gene was going to tell him why it was out there.
Gene was wondering if he knew.
Well, if anybody knows why those markings were
Yes.
out there, let Mean Gene know. But anyway, so let's take a timeout.
Okay.
Let's do tonight's stat pack. Here we go.
Let's go.
The Packers-Vikings rivalry, Aaron, is one of the frostiest in the NFL because it's one of the most tightly contested. Check this out. 23 of the past 34 regular season matchups between the neighboring rivals has been decided by 7 points or less. They're always close games, aren't they? That includes Sunday's game at Lambeau and both meetings last season. By the way, Viking fan, the Packers now lead the overall series 61, 54, and 3. And they also lead in Super Bowl titles 4-0. How's that dusty trophy case looking for you over there? And that goes for your Bears, too.
Sure.
Yeah. All
Okay.
right, Ricardo, there's trivia tonight.
Yes, let's first we got to lay down some ground rules, BC. We'll ask the question. If you think you know the answer, you have to raise your hand. Please don't shout it out. And if you're correct, you win what, Brett?
Aaron, what do they win?
Pizza and beer.
Yes,
Yep.
he knows it.
There you go.
He's getting this show hosting thing down pat.
That right. Once you win that, though, you're out for the rest of the show. Gotta have some other folks win. Sorry, live chatters. You gotta be here to win. But again, Jen, she's here handling our online trivia contest.
Here's the first question I'm asking. When the Packers topped the Bears in Week 1, Matt LaFleur became the 6th head coach in team history to emerge victorious in his first game as the head man. Name 2 of the other 5 coaches on that list. What do you think, Aaron Jones? Who knows? Who we put with this guy way there in the Packer hat?
Yes, sir.
No, not
Nope.
Mike McCarthy. Right behind you? Yes. Nope, the guy in the Acme Packers. Say again? Yeah,
Yes.
come on up. Vince Lombardi and Curly Lambeau. He gets the bell. Those are 2. I'll let you give him the pizza and beer. Also, Phil Bankston, Forrest Gregg, and Ray Rhodes.
Ray Rhodes.
Ray Rhodes.
All right.
1-0, and that'd be 1999, I believe, was his season. So, Aaron Jones, should we get your guest onto the stage?
I think we should.
Should we get him up there, everybody? Should we meet another rookie? He's ready. All right, Kingsley, our guest tonight was selected by the Packers. I've got a nice, hold it now, I got a nice long intro for you. We're going to do this up right. This is how we do it on Clubhouse Live. Our guest tonight was selected by the Packers in the 5th round of the 2019 NFL Draft. He played collegiately at Texas A&M, where he played in all 52 of his career games and started in 35 of those over his final 3 seasons. Our guest tonight paced the Aggies as a senior with a career-high 7 sacks and leading a defense that finished 3rd in the country in run defense at 95.2 yards allowed per game. Our guest tonight earned the Aggies Mr. Versatile and Strength and Conditioning Defensive Aggie Awards as a senior. How about that? Doing it at an SEC program. Our guest tonight once attended grade school in Nigeria. That's interesting. And our guest tonight was a finalist, and this is the Packer connection, for the Greater Houston Rotary Lombardi Award as a high school senior. So it was destined for him to become a Green Bay Packer. Give it up for Green Bay Packers rookie defensive lineman number 96, Kingsley Keke. Just a handshake now. Just a handshake. Whoa. Ow.
You said just a handshake.
Dang it, man. That is just one tight handshake. I don't think I've ever had a handshake like that. Wow. I think you broke something. It's like black and blue and getting all swollen right there.
You'll be all right, man.
Man. Take that frustration out on Ricardo over there, the Bear fan. I can't even hold the microphone right now. But I tell you what, before we get going with us, because this is Aaron's show, and you are Aaron's guest, Showtime always asks the first question of the night.
All right, one question I have for you is, since you became a part of the Packers, who has had the biggest impact, like, in your development?
It's definitely, I would go with Kenny Clark. He's definitely a guy who mentors me like a big brother. He's a technician at what he does. You can see it on the tape. So I just kind of trying to mimic what he does, so that way I'll be perfect and the best way I could be. So definitely Kenny.
Good question. Kenny Clark having a great start to his career and season. You know, Ricardo, if Kingsley actually did break my hand, do you think I could collect workman's compensation?
It is. You're on company time.
Who gets sued for this?
Let's
is what
get
I wanna
you
know.
paid.
Is it the Packers? Is it Kingsley? Is it our work?
Our work. We'll just do our work.
Okay. Well, I tell you what.
Well,
so,
I can't let y'all sue my guest.
No, I wouldn't sue your guest. I am in absolute agony right now, but I'll get through it. So you attended grade school for a year in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Well, when was that? And explain how that all came about.
All right. So like both my parents are from Nigeria. So I have 3 older sisters. My parents wanted me to do the same thing as my sister did. They went to school in Nigeria as well. So when I went down there, it was more of like a challenging thing for me because they wanted me to go through the things that they went through when they were growing up. So like the tough things, because it's hard. I can explain little things like this. They wash clothes with their hands. They climb to go fetch water. They gotta climb a mountain, not too high, but it's just like struggling stuff. It's like way harder compared to America. So they wanted me to go down there just to like to learn how to live and learn how to struggle. That way, when I come over here, I don't have to stress about anything, not take anything for granted.
What year was that again?
Wow.
It should be
4th grade, 5th grade?
5th grade.
5th grade?
20, it's like 26,
Wow.
2006, 2007, yeah.
So did you get a greater appreciation then for how we have it here versus how it is
Oh,
over
yeah.
there?
I mean, I was here for a little while before I went down there, so I kind of like knew how it was. But now, as I grow up, I just don't really like get mad about certain things. I'm chill.
Keep it in
relax.
perspective, right?
Yeah, I'm chill.
You can get mad at him though, and you can
It's
take
all right.
your frustration out
Yeah.
any
Just don't
time.
shake my hand.
Yeah.
Like it.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm yeah, it's still hurting.
Yeah.
Hey, did you know, Ricardo, he also played, and I'll get over to Jen here in a second, Kingsley played high school basketball. Now, can you imagine this guy on the court?
I mean, his handle when y'all said it, what was it? Get buckets or something like that.
Buckets all day, man.
Buckets all day.
Buckets all day.
Wait, Brett, can I guess? Point guard.
Yeah, he probably was a point guard, right?
I took the ball down the court, but I wasn't a point guard. I was,
Point forward.
I was definitely point forward, man.
No, you're out there setting screens, I'm sure. And can you imagine Ricardo running into a screen set by this guy, right? Big, strong Kingsley Keke out there.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, I'm being waved down by Jen Zettel over there. She has some online stuff going on right now. What's
I
going on,
do.
Jen?
So first of all, I need to ask: are you guys baseball fans at all? Following the MLB, a little bit,
I watch it a little bit.
a little bit.
Yes,
All
a
right.
little
All right. So Amanda online wants to know what you guys think of Christian Yelich's injury, and what you think of what Brian Braun did with his jersey after Yelich was injured. Have you been following that
It's
at all?
very. I did know he got injured. Yelich got injured, and that's unfortunate. He's an MVP. He's the leader of that team, and he makes them go. So, anytime you lose a guy like that, that's tough. But they're gonna rally. And I didn't see what Ryan Braun did with his jersey. Did he wear his jersey?
Yeah, he wore it under his own.
Oh, that's you. They're brothers. You can tell. You can definitely tell that, and that's love right there.
All right.
Yeah,
That's all I
so
got.
dope.
All right,
Thanks.
yeah. Christian Yelich is the MVP. Giannis is the MVP. And soon Aaron Jones will be the NFL MVP. How about that? Should we do it?
Hey, Brett. Cardinals still lead the division.
Yeah, he's also a Cardinals fan, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
I know. So, Kingsley, you earned the Aggies Mr. Versatile and Strength and Conditioning Defensive Aggie Awards as a senior.
Yeah.
Versatility because I'm sure of your ability to play wherever they needed you along
Yeah.
the offensive or the defensive line, inside, outside.
Yeah.
Just explain those awards, and that's a big deal winning it at Texas A&M.
Yeah, it was big because my freshman all the way to my junior year, I was more of like a nose 3 tech. I never really played in. I was a heavier guy. I ate a lot of food. I was like 320, 325. I was just eating a lot of food. Yeah, but
He still eats a lot of food.
But yeah, so it came to my senior year. I was gonna play, D tackle, nose tackle, but one of our starting defensive ends got hurt. So coach talked about me playing some defensive end. So I lost about 25 pounds. I lost 9% body fat. I slimmed down fit. I felt good. Yeah. So I did that for the team, not for myself. I just wanted to be successful for our team. So I did that, and I learned that that's really good to be able to play in all positions, being valued, and that's a lot of value in that, being able to play a bunch of positions. So, and coaches like that. So I'm ready to play when I get the chance.
Yeah, and you ended up having 7 sacks last season, your senior year. Slimmed down, Kingsley Keke, causing damage and wreaking havoc in the backfield. And so you're listed as a defensive end on the Packers depth chart, but could you play wherever they needed you, to inside, outside?
Most
The
definitely.
versatility is what got you in the NFL, right?
Most definitely.
What did you prefer? Ooh. Yeah, there you go.
That'd be nice.
He's got the hands to catch, I can tell you that.
Little something. That's why they call me buckets all day, man. So. But I'll probably say 3 tech. I like that. I like that position. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. What has the journey for you been like in the NFL? So you're a 5th-round draft pick.
Mhm.
You're kind of you're getting pushed around, or in a positive way, moving,
Yeah.
Learning different positions. But here you are now in Green Bay. How are things for you progressing as you look at kind of since training camp and even OTAs and all that stuff, since draft day, really,
Yeah.
where you're at right now?
Yeah, it's been a crazy process, because I went to the Senior Bowl, Combine, then Pro Day and all that stuff, and then going into this to draft, it was a crazy process. You got to be really mentally strong to go through there to achieve your, what you want. So up to now, OTAs to now has been really, really great for me because I've been getting better. I've been learning the scheme better, communicating better with the coaches on what I need to know and stuff like that. So I'm getting the hang of it, so I can't wait.
Can't wait to get on the field, right, everybody? It's going to be fun to see him. Another piece to that defensive line depth.
Fun fact, I was drafted in the 5th round, too.
There we go. A couple fifth-round guys. Motivation for you, right? Example.
Yes, sir.
Well, look, how many offensive linemen were 4th-round picks? Bakhtiari, was Lindsley a 4th-rounder?
I'm not sure.
I know Blag was a 1st-round. I know Bakhtiari, and I thought Lindsley was a 4th-round. I thought there was another one on there as well. But anyway, it doesn't matter where you're drafted.
It doesn't at all. If you can play, you can play.
You can play, you can play. And speaking of playing and landing a roster spot, so what was the mindset for you? Nothing's guaranteed. We asked Dexter Williams. He was our guest last week, kind of in the same situation.
Yeah.
He's on the roster, the 53-man. So what was your mindset? It's like, okay, I'm a 5th-round draft pick. I gotta do this to make the roster. What were you thinking?
I wasn't really trying to think about it because I know everybody's knows some people can get cut. Everyone already knows that. So I was just trying not think about those things. I try to think about things that matter, like family and learning the playbook. Stuff just matter. What I can control is what I can control. So I just focus on doing what I can do best, and if it works, it works.
All right. Well, I see in the preseason you had 6 total tackles and a sack, so you had a very productive preseason.
Yeah.
And this was kind of a fun question we asked Dexter too. So, and then we like to ask this of the rookies. But when you walk into that locker room for the first time, you're not a college kid anymore. You're not a high school kid anymore. You're seeing some big time names and some big time talent. So were you starstruck like he was? Because when he saw Aaron Rodgers, he was like, "Oh my God, that's Aaron Rodgers."
Yeah, I was like, "Oh shit!"
Whoa!
Whoa! No!
We don't have the ability to hit a buzzer there. It's a family show. It is an internet show.
I'm sorry.
But that's what we always say, Ricardo. That's more for the other show.
Yes.
Clubhouse Live
After dark. Clubhouse Live After Dark.
That's the adult show that we put out. You can find that at 11 o'clock Central Time on
Brett,
any of
not the
our
first
websites.
time that's happened, though, as you know.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Jared Bush.
Clubhouse Live After Dark. This is Clubhouse Live Prime Time. Anyway, continue.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh my God!" So,
There we go. There we go. Don't worry, the 3 little kids over here don't
That's
mind.
better.
I'm so sorry about
That's
that.
fine. No problem.
All right. But yeah, I was like, "Oh my God, that's Aaron Rodgers!" Like I seen him, and I was like, "What?" I looked at him like this, but he wasn't looking at me or anything. I was just looking at him for he was just walking down the hall, real relaxed walk like he always does. So I was just like, "Wow, I'm here."
This
So,
is real,
this is
yeah.
real, yeah. So
This is the NFL.
yeah.
And he's in Green Bay, right, everybody? This is real. A few more things, and then it's Jen's turn again for the social media question line. I did see a video interview with you on Packers.com with former Clubhouse Live co-host John Kuhn. The general now works for the Packers. He was interviewing you, and he said a goal for you, or you said one of your goals is simply to contribute in year one by earning the players' trust, the guys around you, and the coaches' trust.
Yeah.
How do you go about doing that? How do you earn that trust?
It's definitely just showing that she want to be a professional. Coming every day, you have the right mindset. Just knowing that you have to give everything you got, and that's going to be the best for it. I knew coming in that wouldn't be a problem for me because I know the type of person I am. I'm a person that they can trust, person that's willing to do everything he can to be the best he can be. So definitely being professional.
Now, you've been inactive for the first 2 games, so like we asked Dexter last week, what's the mindset? How do you stay mentally engaged and continue to prepare? At some point, your number is going to get called. It's just the way the NFL is with injuries or guys get bumps and bruises.
Yeah, I just got to stay ready. Every day I got to have the right mindset that I could play this week. That's all. So that's the mindset I have, and once I get my opportunity, I'm gonna let it loose.
How do you like where the defense is right now? What are the strengths? What do you like what you see? What are some of the things that you still need some work? I mean, it's early in the season. There's always something to improve upon.
We have a lot of talent, too much talent on our defense.
No, I don't think
it's
there's too much talent, right? Me and Gene?
man.
No.
All right, it's good, it's good. But yeah, the big things I say we need to fix is just communication. That's all. Once we communicate better on certain plays, and we'll be fine. Like we have everything we need at every position, to be honest, and it's gonna be the best for us.
Last thing, what's the energy like, man? It seems like you guys on that side of the
we
ball
having
really
fun.
having a good time. You're posing
Yeah.
for pictures in the end zone during the game, and everybody's jazzed up. And Zadarius Smith has brought a lot of juice. Adrian Amos, Preston Smith. I mean, these young guys kind of have a little cockiness, little swagger to them. There's a picture right there on the screen of all the guys posing, and
D squad,
yeah. What's the energy like? What's the
dream.
vibe? What's the vibe like on the defensive side right now as you're all getting together and preparing and
Yeah,
practicing?
everyone's like live and it's fun. Everyone's having a great time, just because everyone is like dialed into what they're doing. If you're prepared, then like you're ready to play, like you're having fun. So everyone does a good job of getting to their playbooks, communicating well with each other, and when you know what to expect, you're having fun.
All right, they're having fun, and they've only given up, 19 points so far on the season, so they're off to a great start. And 2 very, very tough victories over division rivals. That's a big deal. So, Jen, back to you. You have tonight's social media question of the night.
I do. Dave Baker on Facebook wants to know, does the offense as a whole feel freer knowing you have great defense this year? So this one's for Aaron.
Yeah, knowing that you don't.
We definitely know we have a great defense, and that was something that was said back in the Chicago game, week 1. We were in the huddle, and we're like, well, boys, we got a defense, and it's something we know we had. So it doesn't take any pressure off of us because we don't want to have them on the field too long. Time of possession is a big thing. So it does take a little bit off of pressure off of us, but we still need to do our job as well.
All right, great question. And Jen, I know Dave wins something pretty cool.
He does. So for having his question selected, Dave wins a signed photo of Aaron Jones.
Yes.
Yes. Each week, we'll ask you to submit a question for our upcoming guest that we'll ask live during Monday's show. Look for it on facebook.com/Clubhouse Live. And we've got an update. We have folks tuning in tonight from 18 states and the country of Mexico.
Hey.
Quite a few folks from Colorado, Florida, and Virginia, and also some folks tuning in new this season so far from Oregon and Washington. So thank you all for watching with us.
Unlimited reach, right? Unlimited. We're an internet sensation. Aaron Jones. All right, let's take another timeout. Trivia question number 2 coming up. Ricardo, it's your turn.
That's right. But I need you 3 up there to look out in the crowd and make sure you find out who's raising their hand first. Here we go. We all know Brett Favre holds a team record for the most consecutive regular season games played. What current player, think about it, is second on that list?
Second on the list. What current player? Yeah. No, on the Packers. On the Packers roster, right here. Nope. Think about it now. What current player? Crosby is right. Now, I need an adult for you. Are you a young man? You're 30? Come on up then. No way you're 30 years old. He gets pizza and beer. He doesn't look like he's 30. He looks like he's 16 years old. Are you kidding me? 32. Hey, all right. Congratulations. Mason Crosby. I thought that was a kid, underage, winning pizza and beer.
Brett, you so crazy.
Anyway, Mason Crosby has appeared in 194 straight games, also holds a team record for career points scored with 1,472. Favre, by the way, 255 straight regular season games. I'm sorry, man. 32 years old, man. You're aging very well. Congratulations.
Quit bringing it
You're
up.
defeating
Move
Father
on,
Time.
Brett.
You're defeating Father Time. He needs a new Super Bowl cap is what Mean Gene says.
Take
But
the L,
first things
move
first,
on.
Mean Gene. Mean Gene taking over, but I'm going to retake the show back because it's time for tonight's Clubhouse Live Challenge, and we need Charlie and Kathy onto the stage. Give them a big round of applause.
All right, Charlie.
No bell today. No bell needed today. No bell. We'll take these clips off.
You got to
here.
go up, Charlie. You got to go
Come on
up
up.
there.
Charlie, you're right here. You're Aaron's playing partner. And Kathy, you're between. Where's Kathy? Kathy, right in between the guys. Here, let's take this clip off for a second. Hold on. All right, we're bringing it back. I like this game. It's called the Pennant Race. And as you can see, we have each of the guys have mini pennants of all 32 teams in the NFL. They're all mixed up. Aaron, you must find as many NFC teams as you can in this pile. Kingsley, you must locate as many AFC teams in that pile. You have 30 seconds to do so, and Ricardo, you will keep score. If by chance you think you're done, we will kind of review, make sure you got it all correct, and that's how the game is played. So you need to find the AFC teams. Aaron, you need to find the NFC teams. Now you're playing for some prizes for your partners tonight. Look at the winner. They were handing these out at the game yesterday. These Packers kickoff towel going home with the winner. How's that look? You also get a USA Today Network Wisconsin Frisbee. Got a whole box of those we're giving away. How about a signed autograph of Aaron Jones? Showtime. And an Eric Lives Here MVP CD with our intro and outro music. And by the way, Mike Field right there of Eric Lives Here. He's here tonight and the next 2 Mondays. Eric Lives Here. Thank you, Mike Field, for the music, and we appreciate you being here, being our DJ. Now, the loser tonight still goes home with the photo, the CD, and the Frisbee. So nobody leaves here empty-handed. So you guys gotta understand what you're doing?
So 30 seconds, Brett?
30 seconds. Kingsley, AFC, Aaron, NFC. Who wants Aaron to win tonight? Who wants Kingsley to win tonight? Aaron, it always is that way. They always want the guest to win. On your marks, get set, go. Ricardo, start timing. And
It's
Rosie,
going.
how about some music? How many seconds,
20
Ricardo?
seconds left.
20 seconds left. How many?
10,
10.
9,
Count it down.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hands down, hands down, hands down. This is we have an accounting firm actually watching this
Oh, we
very,
do? Okay.
very closely. All right, so let's check. Let's check. Are these NFC right here, Aaron Jones? Let me make sure you got San Francisco, Arizona. That's 3, 4. You got 5. You got Dallas 6, 7, 8.
He's adding some.
9, 10, 11, 12, 14 NFC teams. Not bad. Kingsley doesn't even want to count because he said he has already lost. I don't even know where to even begin in that pile. It looks like the pile was barely touched. So it looks like, by default, Aaron Jones is the champion of our pennant race tonight. Rosie, how about some championship music? Because Charlie, the Bear fan, ladies and gentlemen, the Bear fan.
That away, baby.
Let him have it.
Great guy.
He's going home with the Packer towel. What are you going to do with that?
Burn it.
You're going home with the USA Today Network Wisconsin Frisbee. Okay, he might give it away as he leaves. You got the signed photo, and hey, Mike Field's MVP CD. There you go. Kathy, you're going home with the photo, signed photo, the Frisbee, and Eric Lips, your MVP CD. How about a round of applause for our fine, fine contestants tonight? Kingsley. Easy now. We'll be gracious host, but Kingsley. What was that?
I thought I had the NFC. I lost my mind.
I repeated myself numerous times, but I don't want you to beat me up. So whatever I said was obviously wrong. You were right. And let's just move on from this game because I don't want anybody to get hurt. So, hey, before we get to the second audience question, Kingsley, we're winding down the show. We've got some stuff for your man cave. You got a man cave from where you're from? You got a shrine to yourself?
I might have some stuff out.
You might have some. We're going to give you some more stuff. We always let the guests go home with some pictures, and this just proves that you are a member of the Green Bay Packers, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that, 96.
Appreciate that, man. Thank you.
That's going to look good on your wall. And
Thank you
then
so much.
I couldn't find a good one of you with Texas A&M, so how about this one? This is a cool one of you trying to block a kick in the preseason against the Kansas City Chiefs. Look how cool that picture is. 96 jumping up with all those red pants, and
I was close.
I like that. You can jump a little bit.
A little bit.
And hey, you're going home with Mike Thiel and Eric Lives Here CD, MVP CD as well. So some prizes for you for being here.
Thank you so much.
Could you dunk the basketball back in the day?
Oh, I could dunk.
Can you dunk it right now?
Yeah.
We should play one-on-one sometime.
All right.
He's like, yeah, bring it on. Bring it on, old man. Bring it on. All right, Ricardo, you have our second audience question.
Yes, it's with Tracy Santos, our friend from Appleton. Woo, way to go, Tracy. Here we go, Tracy. Your question for Kingsley.
When there is a big swing in momentum, is it members of the coaching staff or veteran players that help you all maintain your focus and keep your emotions under control?
Definitely both. The coaches, they're definitely going to talk to us and see what we can fix and see what we can like get better at and during the game and making adjustments and whatnot. And then players are also going to talk to each other and moment each other to get better. So it's definitely both. It's both people communicating. I'm so sorry. Oh my God.
Hey, that's fine. Thank you very much, Tracy.
Thank you, Tracy.
An honorary member now of
She
Clubhouse
is.
Live.
You might as well add her to the show.
Yeah. I can't believe she likes standing next to you every week, Ricardo. Let's finish it up with Kingsley Keke tonight. This show, almost an hour going by. It goes by fast, huh? Are you having fun with this gig? Are you loving Monday nights?
I am. I'm enjoying it.
You like hanging out with me?
I do.
We should hang out tomorrow on your off day, too.
Well, I'm kind of busy tomorrow.
You're busy tomorrow?
Yeah, I gotta make an appearance. I gotta rehab heal my body. You know, I gotta get ready.
Yeah, I
gotta
got
get
nothing
ready.
to do.
All right, you can come hang with me.
I hang out with you and your dad. Sure.
That's cool.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
I think he'd like having me along. So,
Who plays tonight?
So here you go. You said David Bakhtiari and Aaron Rodgers came in, right, in the huddle. You needed 2 first downs is what they said. So what is that like? You hear that. You know the offensive line. They're all lathered up because you know what that means. It's time to run the football, right? Make them burn some timeouts, right, Ricardo? Have yourself burn the clock out so that they have no chance to win the game. What are you thinking at that point when you know they're going to hand me the ball and it's up to me in this line to finish it?
I'm just thinking get as many yards as I can, but while protecting the ball because that's the most important thing, and staying in bounds because you want the clock to keep running.
Keeping the ball high and tight, as
high
they
and
say,
tight,
right?
yes, sir.
High and tight. Hey, how about J.K. Scott again, too? So he has to come up with another big punt, and I was watching the clock. I think 8 seconds came off the game clock, which gave them, 6 seconds remaining to try to do something funky. And not only that, but then he boomed it, kind of pinned them pretty deep in their own territory. That kid's got a leg.
He has a boot. I told him, it looked like somebody dropped the ball out of the sky. Like it was,
it was up there, wasn't it?
It was up there for a while. So.
Ball's finna go to heaven.
Yeah, they dropped it from there pretty much. When we're watching film, you can't even see the ball on the screen. So he kicked it up there.
He did what he had to do, burn some clock. It was like coming down from heaven, right?
Brett, I have a question for Kingsley. The origin of his name.
Yeah.
It's a unique name.
It is
Where
a
did that
unique
come
name.
from?
Kingsley.
It came from my mom.
Fair enough. All right.
That's a good answer. As most of our names did.
I can honestly say I've never met anyone named Kingsley, so I was just curious on that. So.
Yeah.
It's a cool name, Kingsley.
Yeah,
Keke.
last name, but a first name though.
Kingsley Keke. It is a cool name. Not as cool as Brett Christopherson, but it's pretty cool. So Matt LaFleur, in the locker room, post-game celebrations, this video posted on Packers.com, called it a process, right? You're in the process. Explain what he means by that. Is it just incrementally getting better week to week to week, practice to practice to practice? Is that the process? What does he mean by that?
Yes, sir. The process is day by day. We can't overlook any day. We got to stack our days, stack the success, and we know if we do that, things are going to be good for us. So just take it one day at a time and get better every day.
One day at a time. Hey, it was a big Bart Starr tribute yesterday, halftime, a very emotional ceremony. Brett Favre was back. Paul Hornung, Jerry Kramer, so many guys. Did you guys get a chance to see the great legends and does it, when you see all those guys out there, does it sort of bring home how important the tradition and history is when it comes to the Packers?
I got to see them on the screen and on the field, but not up close. But it definitely does, and just even when Bart Starr's wife and Brett came out, you could feel the energy and the love and support there. And when Aaron goes up to Bart's wife, and it means a lot. You can feel the tradition here.
How about you, Kingsley? I know when you go into your locker room, you got the collages on the walls, right, as you walk in, all the great moments. Do you feel the history when you're here?
Yeah, I feel it, man. You could just, as soon as I get out there, I'm like, man, I can't. This is amazing. I can feel the fire, how fiery these fans are, so passionate. It's a blessing to be here, for real.
Blessing to be here, yeah. I think so. 2 more things. Hey, Big game coming up with the Denver Broncos. Vic Fangio, Ricardo's a former favorite
Very good.
coach, former
Very
Bears
good.
defensive coordinator. You know kind of what kind of you've gone against his defenses, so you kind of know, I think, what to expect a little bit from him. Of course, he's got different personnel. He doesn't have Khalil Mack. That's going to
It's
be
Von Miller, though.
does have Von Miller, but what's it going to take to beat these guys and go to 3-0?
Well, we're also running a new scheme, so it's
Yeah.
not what he's seen in the past. So
Yes.
that'll be something new for him. But we just got to come out and, like I said last week, feed off of each other's energy. Offense play off of defense, defense play off of offense, and special teams do their thing, and just put together a whole complete 4 quarters, and we'll be good.
We'll be good, right? Me and Gene going to 3-0 on the season. Yes. One more thing. Now, Kingsley has a birthday in 10 days, September 26th. It is his birthday. So I thought, why not do a little pre-celebration? We should sing him happy birthday, Clubhouse Live style.
Yes.
Should we do
I
that?
agree.
Get a little happy birthday wish? Let's do it, everybody. 3, 2, 1. Happy birthday.
Appreciate it, man. Hey.
All right, good job, everybody. Happy early birthday.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And by the way, you have one on December 2nd, which also is Aaron Rodgers' birthday, which also falls on a Monday night.
Uh-oh.
Which also means that that's the night Aaron Rodgers is coming to Clubhouse
Yeah.
Live with Aaron Jones.
Fantastic.
Let's everybody tweet it out right now
Yeah.
and make sure you tag Aaron Rodgers so he knows what's coming up. Hey, how about a round of applause tonight for Kingsley and Aaron Jones?
Love your UTEP shirt, by the way. Picks up.
There it is.
And your poncho.
Ricardo, we're going to skip trivia question number
Okay.
3. We'll give this away after the show. Let's do up north. This is where we make our
Yeah.
predictions. It's Packers, Broncos, another noon game at Lambeau Field. I love Sunday noon games. They're the best. Everybody loves noon games. So
Are you going to
who-
be there again?
No, but who's
Oh.
going to win the big game?
Well, Denver is a team right now that's reeling, and I don't know. I don't want to say it's a knockout blow being 0-3, but I don't see how Green Bay loses this one, to tell you the truth. So, it'll be close. Green Bay will win, though.
Ricardo is converting to the green
Oh
and
no,
gold.
no!
Hey.
Ain't happening.
This has got a little magic to it. I'm making good predictions. I'm going to start calling this the victory visor. I'm going to put it on my head. How does it look, Mean Gene? How does it look? Yeah. How about Packers 24, Denver 17? And I'm even a little not sure Denver's going to score that many points, but they're an NFL team. You got to give them some love, right? So 24-17. Broncos lost to the Raiders, folks, in Week 1. I think that was over in Oakland. They're 0-2 on the season. Should have beaten the Bears, though, Ricardo.
Nope.
A phantom, bogus,
Nope.
roughing the passer penalty screwed them, I think. Denver has a solid defense. Their offense doesn't scare anybody. Packers' offense takes another step in the process. I'm going to say again, a couple touchdown passes by Aaron Rodgers and another touchdown run by number 33.
100 yards.
3-0 on the season. You guys like it? Ricardo, Packers News app.
That's right, with exclusive commentary, insider analysis, and award-winning photos and videos from USA Today Network, Wisconsin's Packers coverage team. The Packers News app is your one-stop shop for complete coverage of the Green Bay Packers. App is available for iPhone and Android users only. Brad.
All right, special thanks again to our sponsors, Superior Discount Liquors. Check them out in Green Bay, Manitowoc, and Sheboygan, or find them online at superiordiscountliquors.com. Potawatomi Hotel and Casino for September specials. Go to paysbig.com. Don't forget about Mayfield Sports Marketing, a leading Wisconsin sports marketing agency and speaker bureau. Escort Limousine Service. There's Matt standing over there, the preferred limousine service of the Green Bay Packers. And, of course, the good friends here at the Red Line Hotel, Paper Valley. One more time, I got to give a plug to the Ultimate Leap plug. Again, anybody want to do the Lambeau Leap for real at Lambeau Field? Well, this Packers season, that dream will come true for one lucky fan who will take the leap of a lifetime on game day at Lambeau Field. It's the Ultimate Leap 2019. The contest is now open. For your chance, go to theultimateleap.com, and that will take place on December 8th at Lambeau if you get a chance to win the Lambeau Leap. Is the Lambeau Leap easy or tough?
It's tough. It's the wall is a lot taller than people think. So if you can't jump, you can't get
What
up
are they?
there.
Some dude was in your face just screaming at you. What was he telling you?
It was drunk.
Had a few too many Miller Lights is what he did. All right, to Aaron Jones, it's been a fun show tonight, but we got to wrap it up. You get the final word. What do you have to tell these great people here tonight?
Thank y'all for coming out and supporting, and I hope to see y'all again next week. And to celebrate another victory and go Pack go.
Go Pack go. Hey, for Kingsley, for Showtime, for Ricardo, for Jen, and the rest of the Clubhouse Live crew, I'm Brett Christopherson saying so long. Be back here next Monday night, right, Mean Gene? As we celebrate another big Packers victory over the Denver Broncos with this guy, Green Bay Packers running back Aaron Showtime Jones. Mean Gene, take it away. Stick around. We have some giveaways. Tonight. Stick around.